You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live on Humble House.
There we go. Sorry. Had that one thing muted over there. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
What it do?
We're doing.
It's one of those days. See, now you can hear you. Let me bring everybody's mic up here a little bit. Not enough fingers.
Are we bringing? Whoa! How many fingers can we? What are we doing with fingers?
How many knuckles?
Yeah, how many knuckles? Well,
And we're back, everybody.
there we go. There we go.
Check. You good? Am I good? We got volume?
Yep. I think everybody. I think we can hear
Okay,
everybody.
they're on. Is mine on? I don't think I can't.
No, I always keep yours off.
Turn the bass off my headphones, yo. No, I'm just playing.
There we go. I think we're all good here.
Oh yeah.
So how's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend?
It was a weekend. It's ended.
Did everybody watch the Super Bowl?
Now, the Super Bowl was cool. Before we get into that, I would like to take a moment to talk about how packed Humble House Records had the jungle.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, we're going to get in. Listen, if there's one thing I could guarantee that we're going to talk about the Super Bowl because I have some things to say about that. But I'm just going to tell you right now, I've been to the Concrete Jungle quite a few times, and I am very, very proud of Brother Ketone for doing the damn thing.
I saw a line. There was a line.
Did you see that?
There was
Oh
a
yeah.
line.
You know what? We actually were in a situation. There was a huge line out the door. It went down 2 or 3 businesses down the sidewalk.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I actually think I don't mean this
They're
in
very
a
happy with him right now.
yeah. I don't mean this in a negative situation or at all. But I think people started leaving because the line was we were just going a little slow.
That's a
yeah.
good issue. That's
yeah.
the problem.
But I mean there were.
Downsides, I think, of that place is the capacity. Like, there's a vibe to be had.
Yes.
there, absolutely.
Yeah.
Then, like, once you get people that realize how much fun,
Yeah.
like certain, Humble House coming in, having their DJs play.
You know what it
how cool
reminded me?
that's gonna be.
It reminded me of like those old school bouncers sitting outside, coming out every now and then and just looking around. You. You know what I'm saying?
I did that. I did that with Gio Leone. I walked
like,
outside and it was
really?
like
No,
everybody in line's like,
not you.
why does he get to go in?
Not you.
You.
That's funny.
You.
It's like Night at the Roxbury when they're in
Bro,
line.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Night at the Roxbury.
Nailed it, bro.
You need a big guy at
Nailed
the
it.
front. Have you met my friend George Washington?
There's nothing more fun than running an event and then doing that kind of stuff. Walking out, I'm going to band you, and I'm going to band you,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "Why he getting banned? Because I said so."
Bro, let me tell you something. You know how many times I have been able to cut the line, but it cost me like $200, $300, man? I just wasn't waiting in line, man.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, sometimes the price is just
Sometimes
worth
it's
it.
Space. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
as a kid in space, bro, yeah.
I've never been
And
to
I was a
space
DJ.
yet.
They didn't give a
I'm-
shit. They didn't care. Space did its own thing. Okay?
Yeah.
You could be a badass DJ, and I was a really good open format DJ. They didn't care who you were. Oh yeah, Rich, what's up, man? No, you're not getting in right now. Oh, you got $200?
Well-
Come on, sir.
My experiences with space have always been, if you're a man, forget about it. Just it's the luck of the draw.
That's
but
Miami.
yeah,
bro.
that's
That
it.
is
Yeah,
Miami.
it
That's
is
so
Miami,
Money.
right?
It's
Yeah,
so much money. It's influx.
I have literally I walked I walked up one time with my friends. It was me and 3 other dudes, and there was a group of like 7 girls, and we walked up and we were like, "Hey, what's the price to get in right now?" And he's like, "It's $100 each." And we're like, $100 each is like, how about like 50 for it? No, it's 100. And then the girl goes, "How much is it to get in?" $10 each.
I was like, bro, that's the way they do you, man. They will take your credit cards and ring it out. You give the bouncer $200, and it's like, listen. And next time he just starts recognizing you, hey, come on in.
Yo,
you know, you just always got to tip your door people, man.
That's
Yeah.
it. You got
That's
to take
it.
it to
Yeah,
doorman.
no,
First
true,
time you get
true,
in-
absolutely true.
Just the first time you get into a really badass club,
Yep.
you tip your door girl $100, and you look
Everybody.
at the bouncer, and I at the bouncer and say, "Here, man, I think you're doing a really good job. This is for you, bro. Just recognize me."
That's
and
it.
that goes a
You do
long
the
way.
Same with the bartender. You tip the bartender a little extra.
Right.
You ain't
Yep,
got to wait
yep,
for working
yep,
your
yep, yep.
drinks. You know,
That's the way it
Always
goes, bro.
at those bars, you always tip high and make
Always.
sure.
If you go into
Always.
one of those places, you just
Especially right in the
you're
beginning.
out $1,000. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
That's your Disney World right there, bro. That's it. Make it worth your while, G.
Yep. So back to concrete. So
Yes.
the top floor was pretty
This will be
popping,
the
right? The
There we are,
first
yes.
floor was good too. It was popping on the first floor.
Who was? Yeah, it was. Who was DJing the first floor? Anybody remember?
It started out with Ketone, and then we
right.
had Two Clutch.
And then Two Clutch.
Two Clutch.
Two Clutch is the
had-
man.
Chris is a
Oh,
dog.
Gio Leone
He's great.
spun up there a
He's
little
good.
bit.
Shout out to Two Clutch.
Yep, Gio spun up there a little bit. He went on, I think, after Ketone, if I remember correctly. And then downstairs, yours truly got to open.
Hey, okay.
Sam was supposed to, DJ Volume was supposed to open, but she had some other commitments, so I jumped in there and played an hour.
Okay.
And, it's not bad. I love getting out of my bedroom. It's great.
Sure.
It's a lot of fun. And then, and then after me was Shambhala. And
Oh, wow.
then Gio and Gio and Leo. And then I think Macabo finished, if I remember correctly. And we went until, I think we closed shop, I think, about 2:20.
Oh, wow.
Something around that ballpark. It was good. Good crowd, and a good crowd, pretty busy. The bar folks were happy. I mean, at one point in time, they just like couldn't keep up. The bar downstairs was
getting jam-packed.
downstairs
I
in
don't think they were
general
ready
was a
for it.
sardina can.
They weren't ready for the
Sardina
song.
can.
Ready.
With Wonderfest, we actually did one of Macabo, however you say it.
Yeah,
one of his
Macobo.
first
Right.
sets when we had him at.
Oh,
was
wait,
that
you were
2
at
years?
Wonderfest, right? Yeah. Oh, yes. Hey, what do you think about the sound system out there? Was that
It
great?
was bad. I mean, whose sound system was that, dude? I wonder. Did you build it?
I did, bro.
Oh, wow.
I put that sound system together just for Wonderfest.
That
man.
was probably the most badass sound system for more of a renegade style festival like that was. just
Bro,
come
we
together.
had to rent a big diesel generator to power the amps, man.
Oh, shit.
Like one of those big trailer
Yeah,
juices.
yeah.
Man.
That's what's
There was
up.
a lot of juice going through that system. And we were pissing off people for days, man. I mean, there was people miles away that were complaining to the mayor. And
That's what you want.
bad, bro. But the bass was incredible. It was low, deep, and it was a warm hitting bass that you
full.
felt through your whole body. The mid range was warm, and the highs were very high fidelity, and nothing distorted. It was just clean, pure, clean sound.
What's Wonderfest? I'm new to this. What's Wonderfest?
Well,
me in. Fill
Wonderfest
me in.
was a festival that was going to take off like you wouldn't believe, bro.
Okay.
In the middle of nowhere of Citrus County on I'd say like maybe a 60-acre plot.
Okay.
Okay. It was like a retreat. So just
Yeah,
imagine.
didn't they didn't it eventually get shut down or
So
something?
Well, what
recently
happened?
it
I'm the reason that this. My
I'm the reason it
system.
got shut down.
I'm the reason. My system is the reason. We had permits. They had permits.
Oh, so you did it legit.
We did everything
Legitimate.
100% legit. The problem is that the county did not realize on how bad we were about to piss off people, and it was in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
But every house within 4 miles, bro, we were knocking shit off people's china cabinets were coming down.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad.
That's the thing with country shows like that too, especially if you're doing them in kind of a rural spot. And especially here in flat Florida, like if you don't got a lot of trees and a lot of shrubbery and
travel.
stuff to
That
kind
sound
of
will travel.
break that all out. Oh yeah, I'd go on forever, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a big, bro. It was absolutely beautiful. The first one, I think, the first show, the first Wonderfest was a success, and unfortunately, it was the last one. Danielle put the whole production into play on her own. So me, Trav 3 came together, and we spent all night building shit because all the people that were supposed to come in on it, they were like, where they at though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were nowhere to be found. But of course, when it comes time to DJ, everybody
Yeah,
wants
they
to come
wanna show up.
out of the woodworks, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
DJs
Yeah.
are showing everywhere. I was like, nah, y'all can go. But we spent all night putting this together, and she put in the work. I was so proud of Danielle for what she was able to accomplish with Wonderfest.
I wish she was here today, Danielle, but she is
Yeah.
out.
So she did this, and it was a wonderful thing. We had a bunch of people come out. We had a support from all the communities. They absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, it caused such a huge controversy with the community that it didn't happen again. And we did silent discos over there.
Okay.
We had like healing and yoga and the ice baths, and
Oh, wow,
it was
okay.
just everything
That's legit.
nature outdoor. There was a naked section. I mean, bro.
Well, you didn't
Was you
plan
DJing
on the naked section.
Yeah, that
Nori, where
was
was you DJing? He
that
was
was
DJing the
in
naked
plan.
section.
Well, I thought I saw him. Yo, didn't somebody have an
You saw
orgy
him
at
naked.
one? There was like, was you one that
I
walked
was
in?
not involved, but somebody walked in.
He wasn't involved. He wasn't involved.
I know the people who were involved
I'm
in that.
upset I wasn't invited.
I know the people who were involved in that, and good for them. You
I
know,
had a guess, and I was like, I kept it to myself, but I pretty much figured out.
I had one guy come up to me all night long. I know who she was dating. I'm not going to mention any names, but there was a particular DJ,
Like we were-
beginner
uh-huh.
DJ, and her name rhymes with banana.
Jenna?
And- no,
Jana?
no,
Canna?
It rhymes with all that. It rhymes.
Amanda?
No, but it wasn't her. It was her boyfriend. And he was walking up to me all night, dude. You know anybody got any speed?
Oh my lord.
What, you got any acid?
That's an old ass.
It's like, bro,
old,
speed.
how old-
Cocaine.
What is
All right,
He's
so
on
you
cocaine.
just dated exactly who that was.
But yeah. Well, and he grew up in Miami for the
got
most
any
part,
uppers?
so now it all
You got
makes
any
sense.
downers?
You got any speed, bro?
Wow. Wow. You know, speaking of that, though, I believe, didn't we have Zootopia this past weekend? Wasn't it this weekend, or was it the week before last? Am I
oh, down south in
down in
Ruskin.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was this weekend, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
my friends went
yes.
to that.
Yeah, I
They said
know.
It was
How
a good
was it?
time.
They
They all said they had
said
fun.
they
Sound
had
was
fun?
like pretty good.
Who was spending over there?
I have no
What do they
clue.
spend? Can we call them up?
I saw some.
Can we talk to him?
Well, those.
need to- we need to
more of a
skinny.
friend of a friend.
I
kind
need.
of.
Yeah.
I need to
And my
know.
friends went and watched.
We need to know what happened right now.
Ronnie Suave spun, and Dose was one of the big headliners there that spun. I saw a few of my other friends. I saw a couple of pictures. It looked like a reasonable turnout.
That's good. It was
Yeah.
their first time, right?
I believe it was.
Yeah. So that's actually. Listen, you know, unless you're doing something really out of the ordinary or messing with a college, if you're having a decent turnout your first time,
That's
your
great.
second
That's a win.
time, that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win. That's you
Yeah.
covered your costs, so you put some money in your pocket. So now you know if that means a second time it's going to get even better.
Sure.
So what you don't want is like 10 people coming out the first time.
Yeah.
So if you covered your costs and put money in your pocket the first time, you are good. If you covered your costs the first
You're
time,
good.
you're good.
Yeah.
You know? So
At
I
least.
like that. So that's good. So that means the second time I have faith that they are going to be able to kill it.
Somebody once told me that if you, like if you're doing a new festival and you expect it to be successful, don't be surprised if you don't make any money the first or even second
Well,
year.
that's business in general.
But, yeah, but the third year you're supposed to do better.
I
Or should
starved
do better.
when I opened up my business the first time for the first 2 years. And the whole family was like, "You're not making any money. Get out of it." Yeah, they're not making any money. Now the whole family's feeding off me.
Yeah. That's how it was when
Everybody
I first started
quit.
DJing.
They're like,
Like,
"Oh," I said,
you
"So
first
you
started
guys
DJing
quit,
and
huh?"
you're like, oh, you're not making any money from DJing. Why are you doing it? You should quit.
Yeah.
Like, I do it because
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, right now,
This is
you
what
know,
I'm
then
passionate about.
and you get in there. So there was, I did sound and audio for, who heard of the group Shipwreck? House music.
Oh, the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Group.
Right, we
I've
talked
heard
about
of
that last
Yeah.
week.
The
Yeah.
pair,
Yeah.
duo.
That, yes.
Yeah.
They are awesome, very good people. And I did sound and audio for one of their shows. The show wasn't able to be completed because there was 5,000 attendees at this event. Okay?
It was a little busy.
There's only 4 police officers that were hired. There was only 6 porta potties and 5 security. And
Recipe for
everybody was
disaster.
bringing their jungle juice in.
Yep.
And it was everything that you can imagine.
I found out what they're
Was
called,
this
by the way. They're
Gatsby?
called Borgs.
Yes,
Yeah.
Borgs. Yes.
Blackout Raging Rager. Blackout Rager. That's
Yeah.
what the G is.
Yeah,
I
so
guess,
yeah,
included.
imagine 5,000 half-naked college kids, and what could go wrong?
Everything.
Absolutely. And it did.
Everything.
It
Yeah.
did, bro. To champagne on the freaking decks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Bro,
The,
he brought out, we hired him to bring out his CDJs.
Oh man. It was scary. At
Bro, it
times.
was bad. I was in the middle of my flu during the whole time. I didn't sleep the whole night before. And, bro, it was just everything that you can imagine to go wrong went wrong. But we were able to pull it off. And at 2 o'clock, they came down. They had SWAT team posted up around the corner with riot gear.
Yep.
And they said, "We're shutting it down." And I said, "Thank God." And the cop looked at me, "You're happy?" And I said, "Oh, yeah."
I need to go.
Yeah,
That's
Rich
gonna be
was
the flyer for the next show. We got shut down this year. We're not getting shut
That's
down
right.
next year.
yeah. Rich had to run interference. I mean, in the
I
end,
put on my bail bond gear,
we-
bro.
in the end, we all kind of started helping these kids. I think we went from being to amazed to fearful to just like, oh my gosh, I feel sorry for these 2 guys, because there's like 2 guys that were technically running the whole thing, and they were just insanely overwhelmed. I don't think they realized what they were getting
Yeah,
into.
it's a lot.
And one of their biggest problems, I do want to make sure it's clear that anybody that might listen to the show and know what we were talking about, is one of their biggest things is he told me when he ordered the fence that he was ordering regular 6 foot tall chain link fence on stands, like they have at
Yeah.
most festivals.
Yep.
And when he got there, the fence that got delivered was that farm and country fence that you unroll and put on stakes.
Stakes,
yeah.
yeah.
And
they pushed
That
the
could put,
fence.
that's not
Yeah,
going to hold
they
up.
just
what
stepped
they
right
want.
on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
They were pushing
Crazy.
it down. They sprayed stuff on my sound and audio equipment, bro. I had people
Dang.
peeing on my
Well,
speakers.
and then it was funny. The main stage area. This
stage
is
was
just
huge.
Pure,
Great
just
stage.
pure luck, by the way. The main stage area appeared to be sitting on like an old foundation or something. So it was actually concrete or something underneath. So the stakes wouldn't even stake into the ground. So then there was no way to actually hold the fence up around the most important part, which was the stage. I really did. We were all trying to help these kids
we
out.
were, bro.
It was
you could tell
rough.
them 10 times, and then 10 other people get on there. And, you know, I was like, no, I'm not interested in seeing your tits, kid. You get off the speakers, please.
I 110% got my fill of intoxicated white ladies.
Bro,
oh wow!
Call every white. I thought you thought it was a pumpkin spice commercial, convention.
Oh my
or something.
God. That's actually funny.
And it's the
That's
truth,
actually pretty
though.
good. No, it's true. That actually is funny.
They're like, there's no more pumpkin spice. They got it over here. Come on. I got a pair of boots in my truck.
What else was going on this weekend?
The Super Bowl was this weekend.
Right. Well, I was going to say
Anybody disappointed?
performance.
You a Chiefs fan?
Oh no, I was ecstatic.
Yeah, I was
I
ecstatic.
think everybody was
A
rooting
lot
for
of
the Chiefs
people-
to
you know
lose.
what
Hall of
happened?
Famer after that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
I'd like to apologize real quick because I'm coughing constantly and I'm getting over this 3 weeks now. I'm past this cold, but this post cough is going on. So sorry for everybody out there. But what you were saying is the Super Bowl.
You enjoyed it.
Oh, I had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Saquon. I mean, I feel like he really got his due this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. He didn't go off as much as I wanted to in the game. You know, they shut him down. He
They
tried to
don't
get a
ask
couple
how.
runs in
They
it.
ask how many.
Yeah, yeah. So, but Eagles held it down. 40. What was the score? What was
Yeah.
the final score?
Oh,
40
it
something
was
to 0.
the 7. I think 6 or 7.
Yeah.
They finally won. Finally won. They finally got a touchdown.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get a chance to really watch that much of the game because I was playing at the pier actually on
nice.
Sunday. Yeah,
How was it
Yeah.
with the Super Bowl going on?
You know what? Okay, so here's the thing. So usually our amazing, talented counterparts, DJ Volume and Ketone, a lot of times are playing out there. A couple of our friends within the Humble House family and that are oftentimes DJing out there.
Mm-hmm.
I went out there one time to DJ, and I want to make it real clear. I am not an open format DJ. I do not sell myself as one. I've never told anyone that I'm one. I've never told anyone hire me for an open DJ format slot. I am a house, a techno, and dance DJ. That's what I play. And one day we went out there and started playing, and I just went spiraling downhill fast. Like I was playing tracks, and it felt like every single track I played got darker and deeper and dry. And I'm like, all these 45, 50-year-old people out here drinking their wine and margs are going to like go start complaining soon. And that was one of those moments when I just laid my head down in the middle of the mixer and Keith was like, you look like you're having a hard time. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. It was bad. But now last night, then I get up there and I'm like, well, I know they're going to like new disco. And I started out in the new disco genre, and I wasn't really feeling the new disco genre, but I could tell like the crowd was all kind of like meh. Anyways, but the sun's going down. It's
Yeah, so the
perfect
vibe
timing.
is right. Yeah.
So the sun's starting to go down, right? So I love deep house. One of my favorite genres to play actually is deep house because you really get to let it draw out and develop and tell a good story. And I said,
8-minute songs.
well, you know what? I'm going to pull my chute and
That
just
part.
go deep house and let's see what happens. And they loved it. Like I was blown away. Like I was really, really worried. I actually was texting Ketone and I said, bro, I think they're going to want some of their money back. And like was messing with him. But no, I had people fist bumping me on the way out. I had people coming up telling me how much they were enjoying the music. I had one lady that said I was out on the pier and heard the music and came up just to catch a little bit of it when the sun was going down. One of the bartenders came over and said somebody asked, and I'm not really bragging. I'm just saying I kind of nailed it as far as the deep house.
Sound like he's bragging.
Talk
No,
your
I-
shit.
you know, that's the
Don't
proud
give
thing.
talk your shit.
I just didn't expect it to. I just didn't expect it to work. I'm not like I thought I was going to kill the crowd and but then everybody ended up loving it and it really really went well.
I love that.
The sundown.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to tell
I'm very
you,
happy about that.
I've been able to play a couple deep house tracks up there. Usually when I'm at the pier, I'll do some reggae and some classics and stuff as the sun's hitting down. You know what I'm saying? Some groove R&B and stuff. And then it kind of goes to hip hop, bro. The hip hop switch comes on, and that's usually the way I stick with it the
What
whole
kind of hip-hop you
night.
playing up there though?
Bro, I stick within the 90s and 2000s.
Oh, you can't go
hip-hop.
wrong. Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Can't go
that's what
wrong.
they. And now, I've tried to touch the newer stuff, and they weren't wanting it.
Yeah,
at
I mean,
all. So
none of
I
the people
wear
are under 21. Everybody's over 23,
right,
24.
right, 24,
Everybody's
30s,
over 50.
40s,
30s,
50s. So I hit them, and I have a dance floor every single time.
And most of them
on
from out of town.
The hip hop
Yep.
and the 90s joints and the 2000s joints, they eat it up like candy. So the fact that you could play some house up there was very, very impressive, man, because I really never really got that vibe.
Yeah.
Second verse.
I was really. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Cole. He
Cole
just
is in the building.
slid on in here with
Yeah.
all of his less hair, as usual.
Oh, yeah. We love
And that,
Cole.
I think we got to. Don't we got to?
Do we got another one?
Do we got to plug
We
in?
got
for
a
you?
mic.
I got a mic.
Do I have an extender? There's one, like
So,
one extra extender.
back
Oh,
to
there it
this-
is. That's
Yeah,
sitting
we
laying
got
there.
it. Back to the Super Bowl thing.
Yeah.
So the Super Bowl thing. So listen, I do not watch the Super. I don't even like football. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't care about football at all.
I'm not a big NFL fan.
But I tuned in to the halftime show.
Yeah, the
you think?
Kendrick.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I,
I thought
think.
it was good.
That was probably one of the most artistic performances
Yes.
that 90% of
It was
America
artistic. It was
has
artistic.
Yes.
absolutely
Yes.
lost its sauce, bro. These
Yeah.
guys are not. They are so caught up into. You know, and I understand we have different cultures in the United States, okay? And I'm trying to keep an open mind, and I'm not going to just call racism because I like hard facts before I go there.
Yeah.
But everybody's talking crap. Oh, it sucked. It sucked. That was one of the most artistic things that I've seen to get a message across.
Exactly.
Bro, oh my God,
It was
bro, it
crazy.
was genius.
Uncle
It was
Sam.
a right
Sam.
guy.
The people
Oh,
saying it's
Samuel.
not
The
dope.
freaking-
Samuel L.
Samuel
Jackson
killed
playing-
it.
playing,
And you
Like-
know what was
The
crazy?
revolution will not be televised.
But it's televised.
Bro, I've listened to that song on the
Yeah.
way here. Just
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how many of you have ever done anything in TV, but the timing and the rehearsal of
the
those
timing
shots
was good.
when he would kick in and start talking,
Yeah.
and then one of the shots he was in front of the camera,
Yeah.
and he steps away from it, and they focus in on them dancing right behind him. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
dude, they rehearsed this shit
The PlayStation
for a while.
The PlayStation, it was a game controller.
F-
XO
the X, yeah.
triangle.
I feel.
Oh, nice.
And to say game over. So
yes.
it was supposed to be like a video game controller because his life is a video game. Is what
Yo.
he wanted to portray.
Yeah, it was so artistic
My
that
opinion,
people,
operator.
you know, and I think people are just looking for a different performance. And I think in the right setting, I don't know if it worked in that setting. I enjoyed it. I thought it was
I
great.
enjoyed it too.
I think a lot of people didn't, and that's fine because they were used to a different. But I think he used that platform to get a message out.
get his message out.
To get
I
a
mean,
message out to the world, bro.
I've talked to a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people give it compliments.
That
I haven't
is
really
some
heard
artwork. That is. Oh no, and I have too. But there's
The people
I
that
think
liked
there's
it
way
know
more.
the lore.
I feel
Right.
like
The people
Yes,
that liked
yes,
it
yes.
know,
Correct,
though.
correct.
They know, right? The people liked it are down to earth, and they know. The mainstream did not. I think that his artistic talent that he put into this was
was
like
good.
it unto
Very
Kanye
good.
stuff, bro. Because it really makes you sit
Nori
back.
has a counterpoint, I feel like.
Go ahead.
Well, I think there was the first like two songs. He wasn't balanced well with the music. If anybody didn't notice that, and it really locked in. But I feel like a bunch of people were lost off that. You couldn't hear him as much as I would. I feel like by the time All the Stars came on, was says how well everything like came
Balanced in
through.
terms of, like, the mix
the,
is what
the
you're
mix did not. His voice was not balanced in the mix.
Do you
from
think it was an
what
audio,
I heard it?
in audio engineering?
I don't. Whatever it
Just
was
asking.
in my
It was a
in
little
my
off.
in my living room, it wasn't until like the third song that I felt like, all right, I can actually hear what he's saying. And he was playing no backtrack, which again, like to me, Kendrick is one of the last true MCs. Definitely like a generational
Yeah.
storyteller.
Bro.
That's where I was lost a little bit with it because he has like the jazzy and R&B hits that he has in
Yeah.
his collection. I feel like I love that he was getting his message, and that's what he's been about like this
Yeah.
past year, just going hard. But like,
So
I don't know, some of those old like some Section 80, like
He could've
like
dropped
Mad,
that on there.
they
I was
could
waiting
have
for
dropped
Mad
some
City.
Mad City,
I was
like
waiting for
Mad
all
City. I was
the-
waiting
like,
for Mad
some
City.
things
No.
like
He
that.
brought
like,
out,
I
but
feel
he
like-
kept true to West Coast.
well, get
though.
it. Yeah, it does
Absolutely.
have to. He does have to keep
sounded-
it balanced.
He
He
hit
did.
the song I wanted to hear,
Include,
which was TV off. And he
Yeah,
There's
closed
a
on
lot
TV.
of tracks that people were expecting. K-Dot fans, would have heard, but whatever. It was still a great show.
It was a
Go
great.
see
I
him in
thought so.
concert if you want that. This was like his message.
Yeah,
So
he did
his
it.
message.
I
And
also
he
saw
did it.
videos of like the crowd in the actual stadium too. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it was like
And they had their things
nobody
too.
was engaged.
You
It was
wasn't
honestly
engaged.
kind of crazy.
Well,
It was
because
like,
you got to understand, America just had a shift from the last, decade of the control between the Democratic and Republican Party. So a lot of the people that attended might have been Republican voters that didn't appreciate or see the value on what his message was, which was actually directly targeted to
Well,
them.
of course, and
So
it's
kind of made
also
him feel some type
in
of
New
way.
Orleans of all places,
Right.
you know.
Don't come down to man, New Orleans.
Right.
That's why they had
Bro.
KC.
No.
That's
Woo!
why they had KC there. I had like an epiphany. I was like, they got me. I was like, the NFL orchestrated all this. They hit both
Oh,
social
yeah.
demographics.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why they have T Swift there for the Republican
You know, but
representation.
they
can
do-
all- they can all look at her when they cut to her every 30 seconds, and then K Dot's for the left, and
Yeah.
everybody else is gonna enjoy that.
They
The
do, I
production
mean,
value was insane.
yes.
But it was like I feel like it was a show for people outside of the stadium rather than
Definitely.
a show for
If
the
you
people
watch
Yes.
it on
inside
TV, you got the
stadium,
full.
Yeah,
version
correct,
of the
correct.
performance.
So one thing to say on your point, it's really hard when you're mixing live and you're also mixing surround sound. That'll throw you off
I
every
can
time.
only imagine
every
like,
time. And so when you originally start and you're sitting there and you're like, and if you just didn't have enough rehearsal time, that usually it's about 3 hours before that
And
they.
it sounds
then-
different once you put
and then-
everybody in there.
And also, it takes a hot minute. Like even when I do this show, like the mics aren't perfect for 5 or 10 minutes, and then I get everybody bounced out because everybody talks softer or louder, or somebody's screaming in the mic, somebody's whispering in the mic, and I got to get all that stuff. But that's how it works too, with stuff like that. But then the surround is what really. I don't know, like if you've ever, I would
Well,
put
they
the
gotta
New Year's
be
Eve
mixing
show.
like
You-
in mono
on-
too. Live,
You got
because,
two-
like,
you got more than one
it's
engineer.
7.1 channels.
There's
so-
more than one engineer mixing.
Yes, of course.
For you know what I'm saying? So whatever the issue was, and that could happen. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. We are past the day of the analog 65 channel mixers. You know what I mean? Where we have three engineers. Now we have three guys up there with laptops or three guys up there with pads, you know, big, huge screens, touch pads, and doing this all day long. So the problem, you know, when you run into that issue, analog gear will always be much more stable, in my opinion. But you could get so much more done with digital.
Yeah,
You could
it's
split that
faster,
signal.
it's
Right.
efficient.
Way better.
I mean, that's what I like about this stuff. Like, I have limiters on all of our mics on every channel of my stuff here, and I can put a limiter on the main.
So if I
can
scream
do it-
right now, nothing will happen.
I mean,
Can I scream?
why do you
let
think
me
I have
scream.
limiters
I'm
on the
gonna
mic?
take
I want to
this off
scream
real
right now. Can I scream? I scream.
So,
I scream, you
We all
scream.
scream.
but yeah, I think the Super Bowl went well. I think it was good. I was a Chiefs. I was rooting for the Chiefs, but it's only because I think Mahomes is hot. I'm really not a big football fan. So
Not Jalen.
that's
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say Jalen's a prettier man than
Jalen
Patrick
is like,
Mahomes
bro,
is.
he's
Really?
like,
I would
I don't
think
know how
so.
tall he is,
Pull
but
it up.
that dude looks like.
okay, hold on. Let me pull
Pull
it
it
up
up,
on my lap
Jamie.
tape.
Pull up his
Hold on,
stats,
Jalen
man.
Hurts better
I'm gonna-
than
listen.
I want to know the
Mahomes.
Jalen Hurts stats.
I'm assuming
Height,
we're
weight,
talking.
and
We're talking about
length.
the Eagles' quarterback,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you. Just
yeah.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, direct.
That's how much you know that I actually had to.
Quarterback.
What?
I'm gonna step outside real quick.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
gonna be right back.
All right, 1 second.
So don't go nowhere.
We're about ready to take a commercial
me.
break. Actually, if,
Are we gonna take
Yeah.
a commercial
Please
break?
don't.
Oh, that's
about
perfect.
about 1 minute. 1 minute.
perfect.
Let me see. Like
right,
you guys
can you
can
hold
take a
it?
look at the quarterback here for the. Oh, actually,
Yeah, look at the
Eagles
quarterback.
quarterback is already there.
Can you pull the quarterback? Hey, pull up the quarterback first, real quick.
My computer knew what I wanted.
Hey, can you pull up the quarterback?
Let me see here.
We're trying to pull the quarterback up. I don't know why it's why
Nah,
is he doing it?
Mahomes.
Just put
No,
it
Mahomes.
back.
Mahomes.
No, but he like towers over Mahomes too. I feel like.
Oh, you didn't say he was tall, so
Yeah, he's a
No,
quarterback.
he's like huge.
that may make up for
Only
it.
like Baker is
He's
small.
very. He's endowed.
He's just a dog.
Whoa! I mean, I think he's got some
Hey.
fantasies going on.
Well, we know what's important to Cole, don't we?
Slowly took off his pants and
Oh my god.
he
See, you
reached
shouldn't
up
have
his
said anything.
shorts.
See, you hurt yourself there. You should just left that one
You
alone.
like that? I dream of this quarterback.
So,
I mean, he's just physically gifted.
So
that's all.
black and hot.
you just made it worse. So yeah, that's a perfect time. I think we're going to take a quick 1 minute break.
So listen, if anybody wants to date this guy, he likes black guys, really endowed.
6'4".
That's
we're talking about Cole. Talking about
Quarterback.
Cole.
A good
Just to
230,
be clear about
40
that.
pounds.
It's okay.
Alrighty, alrighty.
Tiny
So we'll be back in a minute, and y'all enjoy this few
enjoy it.
words here from our group of people that we that does pay for all this.
Call it.
Imagine a music industry empowering independent artists.
Humble House Radio makes it happen. Join our mission.
Volunteer, collaborate, or join our dynamic team.
Share your expertise, time, or passion. Together, amplify artistic voices.
Gain valuable experience, network, and make a difference.
Email Humble House Records at humblehouserec@djketone.com or DM on social media.
Humble House Records. We make a difference.
Hey Houseology Live fam, Volume here with Ketone.
We're excited to share St. Pete Beach's best kept secret, Cabana Club Rentals.
Unwind in luxurious cabanas, umbrellas, and everything you need for the perfect beach day without lifting a finger. Let us do the work for you.
Book now at St. Pete Beach CabanaRentals.com. Use code Houseology15 for 15% off.
I'm gonna get that right someday. Well, no, it wasn't too bad. Like I think that looked pretty good. Just a little bit of black on the out there. It's okay, everybody. I'm learning this. I'm telling you, by July we're gonna have a really great show for you. So if anything, just hang out because it's gonna get better and better and better. And there's Rich. There's Rich's belly. There it is. So yes. So do you wanna? Are you gonna talk to our friend over here, or are we all just gonna group?
I think
I think we
is it gonna be a group
So how you
thing?
doing, man?
I'm doing well.
That's awesome, bro. What are you doing today?
Today I'm stopping in, hanging out. I work today. I mean,
yeah,
I
what'd you
serve
do?
at J. Alexander's Monday through Friday.
You serve at the jail?
The J. Alexander's.
He works at the jail, everybody.
Come
There we go. We got to give love
have
for
lunch
this.
with me.
I
he
did
likes
hear
to
jail.
he likes to give back.
He likes to get. Whoa.
Pause.
Well, that could be
What?
taken 3 different directions.
Okay, that is actually going over my head on that one.
I don't
I'm not
know.
even
The
gonna lie.
jail.
The jail?
Okay.
Okay.
give
Well,
him
listen.
some back.
So
How are
we're
you just like boom, 3 in a
Are
row?
you
Bum,
giving
bum,
back
bum.
at the jail?
This poor guy.
I want to get into the
All right,
mind.
never mind.
I want to get into his
All right,
mind.
back
So,
to Nori, everybody.
We're going back to
this
Nori.
This is his time. This is
Nori,
his 30 minutes.
First off, Nori, we would like to thank you very much for all that you do in the house music community. And, we really appreciate you, man. So let's get into the nitty gritty. And I know that I've asked these questions before, but now we have 5 listeners right now. And they all want to hear.
And he's talking about it in the studio, yes.
5. All 5 of our listeners are tuned in right now to humblehouseradio.com.
No, that's not true.
We got, there's one over there in Argentina. What's up? Another one just signed on. They're from Poland. Is listening live.
Anyways,
So listen, it's just a joke.
Nori, tell us a little bit about
it.
yourself. What got you into music, anyways?
That one.
I started drumming in school. For
Whoa,
little
a
bit.
drummer.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
sick.
Some of the best DJs I know are drummers.
The beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
You said in
that's the
school?
fundamentals. Yeah.
Was it like for band or?
It was. We had music class at the elementary, middle school that I
Nice.
went to here in
What,
Florida.
what part of Florida?
I grew up in Tampa.
You grew up
like
in Tampa?
Suburbs,
Tampa native?
Tampa.
Nice.
Like Forest Hills, Carrollwood area, kind of
Okay.
right on the crossover there. Yeah. I mean, I grew up always loving music. I really got into the dance music rave scene out of high school. Went to my first Sunset. 17, 27-year-old ID. Like, absolutely should not have passed and got into there. Like, it was like one of
But
it's like
it
a
was we
small-town
all do
story.
that.
What
We all
year-
do that.
Oh, it was a blast.
What year did you graduate?
2015.
15. Nice.
Yes.
I
How
went
old are you now?
every year until it was gone after that. No, I skipped one year.
How old are you now?
27 now.
27. That's what's up. So you were hooked at that point, and when did you
When-
decide to take your DJ career to another level?
I started to DJ and get into like learning some basic production like 2019 after Space was my like, ooh, now this I could figure it out to do this. I
Yeah,
was like,
Space is awesome.
to be in this room, to get an opportunity to like have these people dance until the sun rises. That
Space
hour,
does dial it in
that
for you.
5 to 6 hour, that deep 5 to 6 hour. I don't know. That was like, all right, I'm sold. Like I had liked it before.
So you
but-
went to Miami?
Yeah, one of my buddies my buddy Michael Masters, he played a show with me a few weeks ago, Gatsby Weekend. He lives in Denver now, but he hit me up. He's like, I got a ticket. I think it was Justin Martin, and Artelon at Space. And he was like, I got an extra ticket. Like, we got Airbnb. You crash on the couch. Like, pull up. Like, come. Like, all we do is get water. Like, we're going to have a good time. Like, we're not drinkers around here, like, to say the least.
No, you're definitely not going to want to drink when you're
No,
going
no,
to
no.
space.
You
Not
go to
in space.
You better come with
Yeah.
a pretty good pocketbook to do that.
Yeah. So the space is
Yes.
a hell of a place, man. And when did you decide to, when did you really start getting into DJing? Like,
I think I started taking gigs 2020. I had a partner, me and my buddy Manny Robinson. He goes by Pooch. He's out in Cali now. I'm excited for him to get some music out. We split that off around 22 and started doing just solo gigs. And since then, I think, I don't know, I just found a sense of community. The whole thing just kind of got me in. I love the history Like probably really took it more seriously after watching a few docs on YouTube. Of,
That's
like,
what's up.
Where house music came from. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
you know, in like the beginning in like New York and Chicago and like the Summers of Love and in Europe and all those kind of things. I was like, that was definitely a big inspiration. Was like, all right, like, no, this is real. Like, there's culture to this. This is something that is an international thing that came out of two cities and a group of people that had nowhere to go. And
Isn't that crazy?
it's beautiful.
It is.
I
It is
love
a, how it was created and to where it is now. It's just mind blowing, man. And it'll definitely suck you in and captivate you. There's more house music tracks coming out every day than there is any other genre. There really is. You can't even keep up with it, man. I personally like to stay in the underground of things. I know we all have our niche and what we'd like to hear and all that, but I feel this. I
love
100% feel it. Do you play any other genres besides?
I'll get some breaks into there. First few, so like I said, when we started doing our own sets, I really played what I'd like to determine like what more is like a festival style set, or we did markets, like open air markets with one of my friends. And I'd even squeeze a little bit more of like an experimental melodic bass for a song into there, but definitely love breaks and garage and jungle
breaks,
and
yeah,
all that
stuff.
stuff. Like if I have a longer format set and the room calls for it, I'll sneak it in there and
I
see
love
how
that.
everybody likes it.
What is your what's the word I'm looking for? Oh gosh, man, my mind went.
Spirit animal.
No, that is great,
Guilty
but
pleasure?
no, when you're response,
Jalen
what is the
Hurts.
crowd response to breaks when you're playing them? Do you get any positive? Because I love breaks too. It's kind of hard to get the young guys into this stuff.
I just make sure like they have no choice. Like it has to be time, place. Like they've been receptive to everything. Like they haven't disliked anything I've played. All right, here's a cool like unique breaks with an edit that like like something that's they're gonna know plus a different beat, or like this guy.
That's the response to breaks.
Like
That's
this
that's
guy.
He does not. He
It
does
depends.
not.
Oh yeah,
He does not like breaks.
That's Robbie's response.
Yeah,
to
no,
breaks.
he
and
hates
again,
breaks.
Like I wouldn't play a whole set of it. It's not.
You know-
It doesn't tickle me like that.
I try to sneak it in, and I try to find tracks that go along with some upbeat house, tech house, and stuff. Nitty, That's Right, is one of them.
Okay.
Max Styler has a couple of them that are kind of on the breakish side. Nitty, That's Right is it's like a very. Has anybody heard that song before?
I can't remember.
Man, you gotta play that song because it is a mix between tech house and breaks, and it has a breakdown in it. That
Well,
There's a couple tracks out that have breakdowns in the middle,
is that-
and they fit in well.
my good buddy Yael Jake Russo has a new track, "Spontaneous Combustion,"
Word?
that samples the old Disclosure track. When fire starts to burn, and the middle drop is a breaks drop, and it's so good, and it hits the room. The room eats it up every
Well, so much of
time.
that earlier '90s, 90s into the earlier 2000s EDM music was
breaks.
breaks. Yeah, I mean, pretty much all
Especially
that.
in the LA West
and then
Coast.
yeah,
Well, in Tampa,
and then you got the hip hop
too.
influence
Well,
in
that
there,
was-
which was generally break.
that was
tracks
actually
as
Big
well.
Beat.
Oh, break beat. So I keep
No.
thinking-
Hold. There's break beats.
Yes,
And then
so that's what I'm mixing up.
there's Big Beat.
Okay.
So Big Beat is a spin-off of break beats that was very, very popular on the West Coast side of things. Crystal Method.
Okay.
Oh, love
that
Crystal Method.
that is all Big Beat.
Okay.
Slightly slowed down with a lot of heavy synths in the backgrounds of it. Wow. But the beat might be 115.
Oh, even slow.
110,
Even slow.
110,
Would that,
115.
would that be Prodigy too? I mean,
Prodigy
yeah,
was a
kinda.
big beat techno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So there was definitely yeah. Boom.
She's a fire starter.
Let me say.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not.
I wish I could say I would sample some big beats. Praise You by
Fatboy Slim.
That's a big beat.
Yeah.
Those are all, and that was very, very popular, and it was a spinoff. And a lot of those guys did breaks too. But that was very, very big in the West Coast scene.
So are you thinking that some of that is that influencing what you're
Absolutely,
producing and writing today?
Influence like a lot of I like the crossover of different sounds and like things that move into a different genre. Like I really like how
Yeah.
like the garage wave bass feels on
That's
like
nice.
a minimal tech.
Yeah, UK is really
like,
coming back.
vibe. Like feel like my
Wish we could
Sydney
bring that here.
Charles does a good job with that. He played OMF. I was excited, very thankful for Greco to bring him through here for that. It was a great show.
Greco is the man.
Greco's the man.
We love
Greco is
Greco.
a
Greco, if you're
Wonderfest.
tuning in, we love you, man.
He is the dude. Yeah, I definitely influenced. I'm very influenced really recently from more French house, a little like synthy, funky, like just developing bass lines that aren't static. Like
They are very good at coming up with off the wall. As arrogant as the French are, and I have to say this,
the music
they are
is
the,
just
probably
as
the most
arrogant.
arrogant people I've ever met in my. I've never wanted to choke people out so much in my life.
You know,
but they,
we just
you
want to
know,
make the clear the French are a fine people, and we appreciate the French and all of the things
you
they
guys are.
brought to
I want to let y'all French
such
people
as-
know you can be arrogant as hell.
such as chocolates and
Chocolates are great,
yep.
and the red light district is awesome.
I wish you
And
would
so
just
is your
score a
house
little
music.
better.
Oh, what's crazy is that some of the biggest names and even like Afro and Latin house right now are French. Like Hugel is French.
You're outta here.
Grosso
You're out-
Modo,
out.
both those guys. Are French.
Sorry.
Really?
What, Latin
I
and
gotta
Afro?
go. Damn, he fired me already.
Go on.
All right, I was fine,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just saying like the French do it right, but a lot of times you don't know that they're even like French.
Yeah, you couldn't
honestly,
tell.
you know.
They're being French.
What I'm curious though, like whenever you're just like listening to music in like everyday life, do you listen to like basically strictly
I do listen to
music,
house
or
music.
do you,
I
like-
love hip hop. Hip
Hip-hop?
hop was definitely
back-
like a
back
big
to them right
birth.
here.
This like again like this weekend, Kendrick. I texted my mom. I was like, "This is my Michael Jackson halftime show." Like my whole
Kendrick-
being is excited for
Nice,
this. Like
nice.
I listened through pretty much every album.
Well, that was
going
last
through,
year.
like-
Actually, wasn't last year the one
It
that had
was-
Snoop and everybody in it?
I think
was like
last
2
year
years
was.
ago.
Last year
and
was
that
country,
Dre.
wasn't it?
Last year was Usher.
Last year
Oh.
was Usher.
It was the LA one that had Dre.
That's right.
And he
Dre,
brought
Snoop,
out
and all the.
Snoop.
I thought that
and
was really good.
M, and M had 50.
50 cents upside down.
And that 50 doing it.
You about to attempt to
Doing
go
the
upside
music
down?
video and like, come on. Yes, that was great, but that's not. I don't know. Like that wasn't necessarily my generation. It's not who I grew up with. Like
Oh,
when I was
it's
young,
music
so
for
that's what
mommies
you
and
were
daddies.
listening
It's
to.
true.
It was what I was like. What put me on to hip hop. And like what like got me into there, which yes, I loved all that music and they're all anthems and I know every word, but like I feel like I grew up with Kendrick and like Mac Miller is one of those people. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
This is
the
Like
first one
one of
from-
those
Oh, yeah, I
artists
love
that
Mac
I
Miller.
feel like
Put on the
I was in
stage.
middle school. They were in high school putting out tapes. Joey
Yep.
Badass, like people like that. I feel like. where
So
it's
that was
like,
your
all
generation.
that's
It
like-
spoke to
your
that's like
generation.
I feel like
Grew
that's
up
who
on.
like that's who spoke. You know who we rocked with. Who like,
Nice.
spoke
I
for
feel
me.
that. I feel you 100%, and I could see that. A lot of the young people really appreciated what Kendrick Lamar did, and you know, and he has a voice, and I'm a firm believer in your First Amendment rights, and I think he took that thing up, and he had an opportunity, and he seized his moment to say what he wanted to say.
Listen.
we don't have to agree with it. He just did it.
He did for the music what P. Diddy did for personal lubricants.
You know, and that is our. And today we are here to bring up the fact that
Now,
our
word to our
sponsors
sponsors.
are Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson
Now,
and
when
Johnson
I like
baby
to
oil.
use my baby oil, I like to
No,
warm it up
that's
just a
a
little
family
bit.
company.
Only
though.
water based.
Here at Johnson and Johnson, we use
Oh,
the
man.
finest ingredients to make sure that we are paraffin free.
There we go. There we go.
Johnson and Johnson
Sorry.
baby oil.
Sorry, guys. I just couldn't resist on that one. I was like, oh,
And if anybody needs any Johnson
Kendrick
and Johnson,
Lamar.
K Dot's a man.
I'm trying to ride this plane right now. I got like 5 more Johnson and Johnson. You know what?
No,
Forget it.
no. Because then that just drifts into the big Johnson
We were
shorts,
getting
and then
ready.
it
I
just
was
keeps
getting
going.
ready to go there with the
No,
fucking
no,
quarterback.
no.
Fuck these guys. They don't guys let me do nothing in here.
All right.
Fine.
yeah,
Right back
I
to you,
know.
Nori.
Yeah,
Oh,
back to you, Nori.
Real
Exactly.
quick. So I got a couple cool
Not
things.
that it's about you, but about you.
So I like the fact that you are multi-genred and you like to sneak things in because I like to do that too. And I know a couple other DJs that try to do that. And sometimes it can, clear out just a little bit, but you can always get them right back. If you always have the plan B, just grab them right back.
Yeah,
And that's fine.
And the breaks
It's
are
art.
easy with that because every house track has a breakdown. So
Yes, bro. There you go. I'm very sneaky on the breakdown. I will layer
Beats
something
line
on
up,
top.
just put it right in.
Doo-doo Brown,
That's
two brothers and a dog. I sample the hell out of that on break.
That's when you're supposed to cook is during
Right.
that breakdown.
That's right. That's it.
You know, you sneak it in, and if you're a scratcher, which you can scratch a little bit, you know, if you want to do whatever you want, you know.
I can scratch.
Yeah.
I could transform. I used to be able to transform at 128, 129, and I haven't done it in about 6 months. And yesterday I got on the turntables and I was back to like 115, and I'm like, oh god, I got some work to do.
The Egyptian Lover's been my go-to breaks for the room. Just something funky and sexy. That,
He has a lot of
something
good
that's-
tracks though.
You know, it's like one of those
He has
things
a lot of
where
good
I got like 6 of them just sitting there, and I can just drop one in the set, and it'll, even if it goes out a little bit, somebody appreciates it.
Always.
I just want to be fair here real quick because of my booze earlier, but I just got broke on breaks, bro. Like I
so much
I
of
got
it.
inundated with breaks for several months. Don't get us banned on YouTube.
That's one of my breakdown loops that I break. I bring this one in. Here, give him the headphones real quick. This is what I used. This is what I cook with. This is one of my things I cook with.
Oh, of course.
All right, keep talking over it so YouTube doesn't recognize it. Thank you. But yeah, I just had a situation, and I listened to a couple artists, man, and just as I mentioned earlier that tech house DJs don't change their beats enough and end up doing other stuff. They like breaks DJs can do the exact same thing, and then you'll get these great build-ups, and you're like, oh, where's this going? I think I'm gonna like it, and then
Yeah. You gotta do it.
and I'm
right.
just like, what?
Yeah. I feel that.
I thought there was something happening there, but it's just it's just like, you know, it kind of falls under D&B and most
like
bass music and
edgy.
stuff.
Well,
to me.
you get
I
stuck
can
in a
listen to
loop.
it for like an hour. Yeah, I can listen to it like an hour. Maybe you'll get me 2, and then I'm done. I got to go
that's
something
why-
else.
Different
Here-
strokes for
the
different
pattern
folks.
of a break is the same pattern, and there's so many different subgenres of a break
Right.
pattern. And I get into the Bali funk, same kind of
Great,
yeah.
great way to describe
Oh,
You
that.
yeah,
get
Yes.
bro.
into Atlanta bass, same kind of break pattern. Miami bass, same kind of break pattern.
And a lot of people
And
get
you can
stuck
switch that in.
too.
Yeah,
I
you get stuck.
Yes.
we were just talking about, and
About to go there.
Jump in here, Nori. Your thoughts on this? But we're talking about some friends, and I'm not going to mention any friends. We're just talking about friends who are open format DJs, and we were having this brief conversation. It's like, oh yeah, I've gone and listened to so and so set, and their set is, it's like it's the same set every week, everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I said was, so you know, I used to be a little bit more critical of that what they just said, same set everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But then I suddenly realized, you know, a lot of these guys have been DJing for a really long time, and it's the same way, because I found myself getting into the same problem. You start remembering which tracks go so well with other tracks, but you don't actually realize that you keep mixing into those same tracks over and over again in a set. It's just in that your folder, your filing cabinet in your brain. You remember, oh, these 3 songs all play well together. These 5 songs all play well together. Oh, I can mix into these 2 songs really well from those 5 songs. And before you know it, you accidentally are playing a 5-hour set that's very, very, very similar every time you go and play
But don't
someplace.
that kind of makes your identity though? Like you want to switch off a little bit, but if that becomes you, then that's you.
I suppose that's
what
true.
the open
Like your
format's
sound.
looking
Like that's your
for.
sound.
Like that's what
Yeah,
the
open
people that
format,
book
though,
those
but-
things.
yeah.
That's what the people that book those shows are looking for. That's what they
I guess
want.
that's
That's
true.
what that
Yes.
crowd
Valid
wants.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me. This is a guy at McDitton's can play the same set 3 nights in a row, and it wouldn't matter to anybody.
And in
else.
most cases, it's a
And
different
it's
crowd every
okay,
night,
and
so nobody would
and it's
notice.
Fine, nobody will ever notice.
Yeah.
And that's fine for them, but
They're all
that's
getting
not.
wasted at McDonald's
It's not
anyway, it don't
dance.
matter.
It's not.
If I get
music
Journey
culture
and I get
there. That's
Jump
that's
Around
college
and-
bar. Like that's
Yeah,
open.
McDitton's is
Open
like-
format. I don't. It's
playing, like,
almost
the
like a
bangers.
commercial thing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It's like we're not. It's not about the music. It's
Correct.
about like
100%.
and you're not playing. You're playing to the crowd, but you're playing to
the crowd
a
and for the
popular
venue.
crowd. You're not. Yeah, exactly.
I like when I'm DJing, I will actually go into my.
We have a caller.
We do have a caller. Let's.
have a caller. Who's the caller?
414.
from
Michael Wen.
Oh,
Oh, it's Michael Wins.
it is Michael.
Michael.
Hello there. How are you?
What's up,
Hello.
Michael? You're live right now on Humble House Radio. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Good, man. Good, man. Hey, man. So here we got a little event coming on, and we were right in the middle of Nori. He's live. Here's one of our local DJs. What you got going on? What we got coming up here on the 20th, man?
Oh, it's pretty neat. There's a little area outside of Three Corners Pizza, right on Water Street downtown, right by the Lightning Stadium. Pretty much kitty corner from the Amalie Arena. And we're going to set up our decks and some speakers, and we're just going to bang out some house and techno music for the people of the Water Street Night Market.
Ooh.
So there'll be people there shopping, and there's art, a whole bunch of stuff they have at night right in that area. And they hit me up, and I talked with the manager there, and we're good to go. I'm going to go check it out, I think, tomorrow and just make some final preparations. But it's set to be a pretty exciting event. There's been really good momentum behind it so far, so we're really excited.
Oh, man, that's nice.
That's
How
the
much is
20th.
it? What's the price to get in on it?
It's completely free. The night market's free, so anybody who's walking around on the night of the 20th between 6 to 10 p.m. Downtown Tampa, you could enjoy, have dinner. There's a bunch of nice restaurants right there. I know the Pearl is next door. I might actually have dinner there. That's a gluten-free place. And then the pizza at Three Corners is actually very, very good too. So lots of exciting options.
If people, is there an event already on Facebook, or people can follow it, or find
Yes,
it?
that is. I believe it's Tampa Night Market. Let me just double check that. Tampa Night Market. Let me see here.
Wait, what was that?
Well, if you Google it, it's the Tampa Night Market. Is it TampaNightMarket.com? No, it's not. Tampa.
Wah, wah, wah.
I had it on my my page here.
Isn't technology
Give me
awesome?
1 second, I'll find it.
Yeah, 1 second.
That is the nice thing about technology. So Michael actually does a lot of the mastering for several of our artists.
Yeah, he's
at
at
Humble House.
Yeah, he does. He's one of our master techs, and he produces some wicked tracks, man.
Love.
Yeah, we love Michael Wins. He's awesome.
Do you master your own stuff, Nori?
I do not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, like half. Yeah, Michael does. He
Oh,
said
yeah.
yes.
Well, now we got Michael here. We can master all Nori's stuff too. He's got some tracks he's going to be putting. We're going to be talking about
tracks
that.
over
Yeah,
to you.
there's
This is DJ Embrace, Mike. So I got some tracks I've been working
Oh
on.
yeah, Embrace wants to get some stuff mastered by you. Why don't
Yeah,
you come?
man.
Yo, you should come out. Why don't you come out? I'm going to be on the decks.
I'll come out.
Yeah, please come
Yeah.
out.
What day is that?
It's going to be on the 20th. What day is that, Mike?
That's Thursday the 20th.
Thursday the 20th.
6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So
6
it's
p.m. to 10
right
p.m.
around dinner time.
Oh, we're going to be pounding out.
And that's
Let's go.
I'm going to put some
That's
bass out there.
WaterStreetTampa.com. There was a few different URLs that goofed me up, but that's the one, WaterStreetTampa.com.
WaterStreetTampa.com.
Yep.
All right, well, back
Pretty
that up. Michael, I appreciate you, man. I can't wait to spend with you guys, and this is going to be a great show.
Yes, can't wait to have you too. It's going to be really exciting. I'm super glad it all
All right.
worked out.
Hey,
Amazing.
brother, I will catch you on the flip side, and we're going to get back to it, man. Thank you so much for calling in. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll be giving out some folks your numbers that they want some tracks mastered, man.
Okay, thank you, Rich. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. I'm watching you guys on YouTube here. So
Oh, thank you.
keep checking
Let's
you guys.
go.
Take care, Mike.
Everybody,
All right.
that is going to be
All right, guys.
Take it easy.
Michael
Bye-bye.
Wins there. He is audio mastering technician. Thank you so much, Michael, for coming in. The crowd goes absolutely wild every time he calls in. only for him.
Kind of piggybacking off
That,
of
Yeah.
you
that.
got to change your output there. That didn't go over.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
you were
why.
on-
It
yeah.
does that to me all the time. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me.
It's okay. I just did the same thing. I forgot to switch
What?
mine.
Oh yeah, I was saying, piggybacking off of that, Nori, what stuff do you got coming
Some
up?
upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
transition.
That's a great transition. Thank you.
I have Alter Ego tomorrow.
Look at
I'm
you.
doing And
Alter Ego?
Friends. Yeah,
Okay.
we got And Friends from 9 to 2 a.m. on Tuesday night.
You
House
said
Music
that's your
Tuesdays.
favorite spot, right?
That is my favorite sounding room in Tampa.
Yeah, I like Alter Ego.
It-
I've
and
never been.
Casper
I gotta
is
check it
the
out.
dude. Casper is, he put together Old Dirty Sundays, ran for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
He's just, Tampa staple now at this point, and it's great what he's done with that place.
You
I
know,
love it.
the last time we talked, and I'm just going to graze on this. You can tell me if you want to keep going or not. But you mentioned about possibly something else going on. Is that matriculated any, or
yes, we just
is that
we just announced it today, so I can actually talk about it.
nice? Is it on your Instagram?
Oh, it is on my Instagram. We got a few dates actually. That's March 2nd. We were talking about. We're doing a little pool in Sarasota. Technically, my first headlining gig. Got a special guest DJ. Just for the Humble House viewers, I secured that today. My good friend Jolo is going to be pulling up. Youngblood out of Tampa. Kid's 21. And just the absolute... I might not be up there. I might not have...
see.
SRQ events.
Or
If you want
okay,
to pull it
okay.
up and put it on
no,
this.
SRQ top events. It's Philip.
Let me
was
see
here last
here.
week.
It's gonna be at the Bahi Hut. It's a resort in Tampa. It's the oldest tiki bar in the
Tiki pool
entire
party?
state of Florida, actually.
Is it
Where-
this Nori in front? Is this
Sarasota.
it?
Where's it located?
Sarasota.
Sarasota.
Oh, here
Yeah.
it is. Is it? Okay,
It's
there we
like
go. I think I found
Terry and
it.
Jungle G on support as well.
Bro, I want to come out.
It's cool though. It's like I don't know if y'all have ever been there before. It's like there's a stage outdoors and it like faces the pool, right? And then there's like a resort basically surrounding it. And so like you can be sitting on like your balcony, for example, and like overlooking the pool and like the stage and everything.
That's
And,
cool.
It's pretty cool. It's got like a lot of history. Like I said, it's the oldest tiki bar in Florida. And yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. It's really close to downtown, and it's a fire lineup too, obviously.
Shout
So
out to
it should
Terry.
be
Terry's
pretty
gonna be
fire.
there, too.
Yeah, Terry's fired.
And
He's
and-
a
He's
boy.
a guy.
So I always have to give him a little bit of a hard time about this. So is there actually a special guest, or
He
is it
my
special guest?
So no, it's my buddy Jolo. I just confirmed. I had them put special guest on there because when we talked, I hadn't confirmed.
You know, we have a
my
friend of
buddy.
ours, the DJ's named
Yes,
Special
I know.
Guest.
Yeah, special
And
guest.
I- and I-
Special guest played after
Wait, I have a
with
DJ
Ben
named
Sterling.
Special
Guest. Yeah,
one
I-
of us. But special guest is the
like,
guy.
I have a reservation.
He's, I play special guest music. He drops me songs all the time.
Yeah, I bet.
Great stuff. I love special guest.
It's a free event too, by the way.
Yes, free event for RSVP. 5 at the door if you know RSVP.
Hey, let's go.
Should be. It should just be a good
And
time.
the
We're
weather's
pulling
been
up.
nice too. It's gonna be perfect.
It's
It's gonna be perfect.
3 weeks should be beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
By the pool during the day. Got a little 2-hour set. Gonna play some original music. Gonna play some stuff that's out. Some stuff that's not out. It'll be a good time. Excited.
Yeah, man.
This
we
is
should-
still
we
in
should
the-
all- we
oh,
should all
sorry.
just go out there.
Like
We should all link up,
yeah.
Yeah, nice little
party
Sunday fun day. It should be over early enough where it's not too
Oh, and it's
hard
a
getting
Sunday, too. I
home.
love
Yeah,
Sunday
nice little
music
Sunday
parties.
show.
Yeah, for sure.
This
Sundays are
is
much
like in
better
the
than
works, so I don't
Saturdays.
even know if this is like 100%. But we're definitely trying to get some like rooms there too, so
Okay.
that we can kind of like
I like the way he thinks.
yeah.
That would be.
yeah. So we can kind of like
So I can go in and take a nap
take a little
if I need to take a
little
nap,
breather.
or
Take a little breather.
drink a little water from
Drink a
the
little
sink.
water.
Some
And
friends
that
maybe
live
get
down
it-
there. Maybe
Take a
we'll have a
shower if
little
I need to
after
take a
hour
shower real
hour.
quick.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It'd be
No,
like-
but you know what, man, that might not be a bad idea, man. I know the lady's been wanting to go out and get away for a while, so yeah, man.
It's
I'm gonna get
Sarasota.
your number before you.
Stop in on Sunday.
Bro, I will.
Yeah,
I
pull
will
up.
do that.
It'll be a
yeah.
good
So
At
real
the
quick,
tiki bar, though, right?
Tiki
at
bar.
the
Tiki bar.
It's called
It's
the Bahi Hut.
the Bahi Hut.
Yeah.
It's like it's on the beach, or is it just on the?
It's not on the beach, no.
But it
it's,
is- it has
it's
like a
pretty close to
poolside,
like
though?
downtown. Yeah. It's pretty close to downtown Sarasota. It's
Nice.
like if you go down 41, it's literally on 41, like heading into downtown. On the
Okay.
right by kind of Sarasota Jungle Gardens. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
right
yeah.
by there. Yeah.
so Nori, let everybody know where they can find you here. I got your
Find me
Instagram.
on
up for the moment.
Nori_grooves on Instagram. You can also see me this Friday on Valentine's Day with my buddy Santi Prive at Pier Tiki.
Hey.
February 21st.
I was just a pure tiki. Yes,
I'm doing the Garden Groove with D Notar, my good buddy Drew at Beach Kombucha. Gonna be real chilled with that, somewhere around 120, 124 BPM for like
Ah,
a good 2
okay.
hours. Gonna have real instrumentally beeps. It's a real vibey little
Oh, yeah.
backdoor outside place. Gonna try and get a nice crowd for him on that. I know
dope.
he's been getting consistent and doing that every month. Also have the March 2nd date, and then Trippy Squad for the first time at the Benz
We trippy, man.
on March 15th. I've been waiting for that one. I love those boys.
For the Benz or with Trippy
at the
Squad?
Benz with Trippy Squad on their Trippy Squad night.
Gotcha,
My
gotcha.
good buddy Dre's played on Robbie's birthday with. I've done a bunch of things.
Here you
with
go.
Dre.
Here's the rooftop sessions one.
Yeah,
there. It took me a
rooftop
minute to find it.
sessions. Yeah, with my good buddy Santi. That'll be our first time
Santi's the
playing
man.
together. He's gonna pull a little bit of Latin out of me. I'm gonna pull some funk out of him. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, we were just talking about how Pure Tiki there. I like I said, I played there yesterday. It was a sunset, everything. It was really a groove up there. Like
I'm
I ended
hoping
up
that's
playing
my
deep house.
timing too.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. That would be wicked perfect.
Go. Keep it nice and light and dancey before it gets heavy afterwards. You know.
So Nori_grooves on Instagram. Same
Yes,
across
sir.
there or anywhere else?
Same on, I think Twitter's. It's some old, but if you look Nori Grooves up, it does pop up. I'm
Okay.
on Facebook. It's really just my name. I post stuff because my accounts are leaked. So all my Instagram stuff goes on Facebook, but you can add me as a friend. The
Nori
list
Grooves
isn't
on
full
OnlyFans
yet.
as well?
OnlyFans
Yep.
is, that it's a Nori_after dark.
Oh, okay, great. Nice. I like that.
Yo, let me ask you this: your favorite genre, your absolute favorite genre that if you could play all night, you would never get tired of it. What would it be?
All night? I mean, just house. Just probably OG, like just house.
House.
Just
Like
full on-
something like a DP
some-
vibe almost.
Yeah, like just
Just
hit-
regular house.
I mean, 4 on the floor, bass line, some disco-y vocals, some
I love that,
some
yes.
some stabs, and like maybe some more like played out melodies here and there. But I could like alter ego. That's what I'll do. Like the first half of the night will just be like house.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love that. I mean, minimal is definitely. I can if I'm playing it. Time and place, man. It's really hard because it can be a dark club. Like we can get real minimal tech, like tech housey, and like have a good time all night, like till the wee morning at a house. I'll play whatever. I played a UKG show with Skankas. Like love. I don't know. It's hard because I just love DJing.
So we talked about this last week, okay? After parties, deep house chill or take the vibe up. I said
That's a great.
You
Yes.
can have a higher. It can be a higher tempo. But
I
the
prefer-
the energy doesn't need to be super high.
What?
The tempo can be
But
high. But
who
you
came
wanna,
up with
like,
this?
Like
Where did this come from?
you want something deeper, like weird.
Wait.
You want weird.
Why did I ask the question?
No.
Whoa.
But
Oh.
why? But what changed in my freaking life that now after hours is bullshit?
Chill? You mean?
When I
It's
say that for
more like-
respect,
it's more to me. It's more like funky, weird. The weirdest shit possible is what I do. It's like what probably wouldn't work in a club.
You bring out
I
dark
call
shit.
that
You bring
like-
out the dark
absolute-
stuff.
Yeah.
Like
See,
minimal.
like
So-
like just some
Minimal.
weird
where
distorted
do we
stuff.
where do we
Like
go?
the
Is this
back
like
rooms.
now let me interrupt you real quick because we come from the same era where after hours is like we're continuing this
The level,
rap
yes.
till the
So
sun
you
comes
just
up.
got done
What
listening to the
happened?
headliner.
So it's
Yeah.
more like bringing in my mind, it's more like bringing the energy down to a pace that we can maintain for the next 6 to 10 hours.
Now, did you know?
One, two.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Wait. I got to bridge this. I see this
Okay.
differently. I got to
Okay.
bridge this. Did you know that that's not the way it was?
I can absolutely 100% believe that.
Did you
So
know
this
that
is
he
what
used to spin on
happens.
vinyl?
Yeah. I can you know what? Don't get me started, man.
Bro, what
I
is
am
this?
that
What do the
old. I'm that
CDs and
man.
CDJ stand for? Like, what are those there for? You
my God.
People don't even
put a
spin
CD
on
into a
CDs. We
CD?
do. Yes, actually.
Never seen that before in my life.
I got. And they, fuck all
Not
y'all.
not the 3000s.
Listen.
Fucking love it.
Hold on.
Fucking love it.
I thought the
I'm
3000s
gonna
were the
lose
ones there were.
the train is leaving right now, and the thought is I cannot get it back. Once it leaves my mind, I'll never get it back.
You're just wondering
it's
why
going.
it changed.
It's going. But this is something that is very important because we are not as active as the younger generation is, and we have passed the candle and the torch to you guys, and to us. And I'm speaking for the old heads and the old ravers.
The old heads.
To us, we look at y'all as y'all fucked this up, and to you guys, but I'm just seeing it. That's what we say. We
Yeah,
talk
true.
that shit.
No, I
but
believe-
you guys
I
did
believe-
it. But you guys
It's
did it.
not our fault.
No, you guys are doing great. Listen, stop. It's a beautiful thing. Hold on. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm going to tell you why.
He
it's
started
a
the
beautiful
argument and now he's stopping.
no, because this is the same shit that our parents would say, what the hell kind of music are you listening to? And then their parents would say the same thing about their Elvis bullshit.
Yeah, it never stops.
Okay, right. It never
It's
stops.
the same thing with
You
like
guys,
the boomers not liking the Kendrick
exactly.
show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
like,
Yep.
"Oh,
Right.
I can't understand a word he's saying, you know.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think
so-
it's just the evolution of
right,
things.
exactly.
You know?
It's
That's
a
how it
beautiful
happens.
evolution. And now it's your turn. Here's a torch. This is what we do. And you guys, this is cool and all, but what if we do something different with it? And now an after party for this generation is completely different
It's the
from the
coffee
after
shop
party that me and him would go to.
I feel like the after party y'all were
Well,
going to.
it's the coffee shop pop-ups instead of after hours. Now we're doing day parties at bagel shops and
Right.
pizza shops and
That's
random
yeah.
pop-ups.
I guess that's true.
the
Yes,
thing.
But the
that's
after
a-
parties
yeah.
that we're used
I
to
think-
is we are keeping that energy. Even Ketone is like, I want the energy here.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
was playing at after party, and somebody was trying to throw him off the decks. He's like, you got no chill, bro. It's like, well, what the hell are you talking
The
about?
unique
Chill.
thing
We're trying
about
to party.
afters too is that it is really
The dance
dependent
floor's
on like the specific group that you're with, and it's like, that
This is a
afters
very-
could really be anything, really.
It was
Afters
never
become
like that,
some-
though.
The
It was
afters was
never,
always
ever like that. It's that way now.
It was from okay. So let me do the bridge. So the afters from your generation is
Mental note. I'll come back to that.
everybody just wants to keep the fucking party going.
That's right.
Where with our generation, we want to party with who we want to party
Exactly.
with.
It's about
afterwards.
the
Very-
fan. It's
yeah.
about the fan. It's more
Everybody,
intimate.
which to me, it's like it's more
Yeah,
like for
yeah,
your.
yeah.
It's the after hours, unless it's an organized event. It's specifically for like-minded people who have
100%.
relationships. So the chiller music is there to enable those people to still hang out while the music's going on. So those people can still have conversations and network and do their
100%
things
agree.
and like introduce new people in different cities when those things are. So I think that's where the evolution and the translation of the afters. Your high energy afters exist still. It's just in a different form where
Yes.
we're throwing a whole event in the form of keeping that energy high, and the event is afters and it runs through the whole time and
Now-
we
Yeah.
don't stop, or we go to a different venue that doesn't stop.
Now, you know
It's
what
not
we used
at
to
a
call?
house.
You know what we used to call that?
It's after
We had
party.
no.
Yeah, no.
We used to no. We had our own word for that. We had our after parties, and then we had the chill spot.
Yeah, that's a good way to put
You know,
it.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? So I think it
different
might be
now,
the
too.
same, but now you guys all come. You know, now you guys took it and made it your after hours because it's sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, after hours cool, let's go there, and I'm like, oh, it's after hours.
Yeah.
So-
I do think it's more intimate, and one of the main differences.
I love
now,
it though.
I think,
Yeah,
It's just
that's-
we're
I
two
think
different
that's the difference.
generations,
Absolutely.
and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because you guys are doing it and you guys are killing it. I just wish there was a fucking way to differentiate what
Yeah,
type of after hours we're going to.
But there's not, because and I'll tell you this is where I wanted to say when you mentioned something about bridge, and then Cole, you can finish your thought. I'm sorry.
And thank you so much for bringing that up.
But
Absolutely.
There, he mentioned about he said bridge, which reminds me of a conversation I've had many times. I've had it with Rich as well. Actually, I just said it to him like 5 days ago on the phone again. I would have to assume it's probably the same way in all scenes. I don't think this is just specifically to the Tampa Bay area, so I really want to make that clear as I'm making this comment. But there is zero bridge between the older generation and the younger generation.
That's true.
In our
And
scene.
that's where the
zero,
disconnect is.
zero.
I feel
and,
like
and most
I
people
talk
don't
to
even
those
want to
people.
make one though. If you talk to the older guys in the scene, they think you guys are no talented hacks because you all want to be
It's my
John.
cousin.
Because you all want to be
I have
John
people in my
Summit.
family, yeah.
And I was telling. I
Don't
told,
say you guys. Say
Oh, there are a lot of people who want to be the
the
next John
younger
Summit.
generation, but majority. I won't put you in there,
a lot of
Nori.
people that came into DJing post COVID. Absolutely, their only like motivation is to like be on Instagram
Right.
on a big stage.
Exactly.
Thank you
have
for
followers.
bringing that up.
Right.
Thank you
Absolute-
for
that
telling the
exists.
truth. I have
That
so much
exists.
respect for you,
In
Nori.
the time of that, people like I feel like I got into it right beforehand. Like I started learning
Thank
how to
God.
DJ and produce right before COVID hit, like the year before.
Is
But
it
I didn't take
frustrating?
It took a year to. I
see
don't.
the shit?
I've removed myself from it to
I
where
love-
it's like
I love
it's
this
one of
guy.
those things where all that shit'll fall off. None of those
Yep.
people have
Correct.
any. They have no.
Correct.
They have no
100%.
true love for it. And if they
100%.
and
and if they do stick around, they'll probably develop the love for it and figure out and educate
Yep.
themselves or be around other people that educate.
Well,
them.
that's-
so it'll
and-
come
and-
around in the end.
that is one of the main reasons why afters is so different now, because it's more intimate and it's also way more accessible. And because it's more accessible, it's like breaking up
yeah.
groups more. You know what I'm saying?
And there's
because
more,
everybody and
unfortunately.
their mom is like a DJ and wants to like keep the vibe
Yep,
going
yep.
at like their own spot with their own group. You know?
So
That is
wouldn't
true.
it be better calling it that? Let's go to the chill spot.
I think it's just like
It's just, a
It's
cool
just
thing.
shorthand.
People are
It's
saying
just shorthand.
after
Yeah.
because it's like what we're doing after we leave the club.
It's just popular vernacular.
You know,
like, that's all it is.
The problem, the thing is too, and I mentioned this before to people, is we have a huge movement lately too in the scenes where it's like, well, you're not going to book me to play your party, so I'm just going to start my own group and have my own parties and play my own parties, and then that way I can play. Oh no, you're not getting booked because you haven't developed yourself well enough yet. You're not up to that level. That's why you're not getting booked. Don't go and start your own events group and then be a crappy DJ at your own events group.
No, yeah, and that's
There,
exactly
I said,
what Nori,
I don't care to
100%.
say that. I mean, because it's true.
I agree,
It's true.
100%. 100%.
And it's not, and there are plenty, like there's a lot of people in the area that DJ. There's a lot of people that throw events. There are a lot of opportunities. But you have to, again, there's a disconnect. There is not older DJs showing the newer DJs how to do it. They don't know that you're supposed to show up. You're supposed to pay. You're supposed to pay. You're supposed to tip your bartenders, tip your security. You're supposed to introduce yourself to people and not expect that when you introduce yourself to somebody and you tell them that you DJ, that they're gonna book you for their next show. Like,
correct.
You got to understand that, like, I've been showing up to Trippy Squad. I went to my third Trippy Squad anniversary the last one they did was their anniversary party. Like, this is the first time I'm playing with them. I've been friends with them since I started going to their parties.
Yep. No Trippy Squad. Good,
and it has nothing to do with how much they like me or I like them or how good I am as a DJ. They scheduled, and it got to a point where our schedules didn't align until now, which that's what, like, you can't assume because you do the steps that you're going to get there.
Correct.
But you have to have some direction with it, and a lot of these people don't know. Like, there's YouTube tutorials on how to use a compressor, but there's not real good ones
on business,
how to genuinely
and
develop
business networking,
develop a following and networking. Like,
and that's the
build relationships. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really at the end of the day.
And I mean, that's the whole thing. And then when a lot of the new members of the scene get booked and stuff too, all of a sudden, like, oh, well, we're putting you on at 9. I'm not going to play at 9. Why would I play at 9 o'clock? Because you've been playing for 9 months. That's why you're going to play at 9 o'clock.
And how many songs do you have out? How many mixes are up? Doing any numbers at all? Like, are you promoting the show? Like,
and
are you going to sell tickets?
If you don't scratch, you're not a DJ.
Yeah, that's not true. That's
that was for Rich.
No, right. No, I have never said. As a matter of fact, we had just talked about this before the show. That it doesn't matter if you know how to scratch or not. I know how to scratch. I know how to do it, and I'm pretty decent. I'm a good club scratcher. Yeah. I'm not a battle scratcher. I don't do my turntable sideways like everybody else, but I can scratch really good.
That's funny.
And I swear to God, like half these. Let's talk about that for a second.
Wait. Let's take a 1 minute break.
Let's take
and
a
then
1
we'll
minute
come
break.
back to that because we got to get this break in here real quick. We've only got about 15 minutes left in the show.
We're gonna extend this show.
So thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back here in 1 minute.
Imagine a music industry empowering independent artists.
Humble House Radio makes it happen. Join our mission.
Volunteer, collaborate, or join our dynamic team.
Share your expertise, time, or passion. Together, amplify artistic voices.
Gain valuable experience, network, and make a difference.
Email Humble House Records at humblehouse@djketone.com or DM on social media.
Humble House Records, we make a difference.
Hey Houseology Live fam, Volume here with Ketone.
We're excited to share St. Pete Beach's best-kept secret, Cabana Club Rentals.
Unwind in luxurious cabanas, umbrellas, and everything you need for the perfect beach day without lifting a finger. Let us do the work for you.
Book now at St. Pete Beach CabanaRentals.com. Use code Houseology15 for 15% off.
Back, everybody.
That was very.
And we're
I
back.
unmuted you. We need a Gucci couch.
Yeah, I need to add that one.
Folks, nothing like that's going on in here. We want to be really clear
smells like
about that.
sex in here.
Oh, no. So, Rich, what were you saying? What were you saying before the break, Rich?
No,
All right,
we're
so check
from
it.
our sponsors.
What I wanted to say is two very important things, and one of them I already forgot. Scratching.
Yes.
So
yeah,
we
were
talked
joking
about
that.
we were joking about scratching.
And I was making a joke, by the way, just so
No, I
everyone's
know,
aware.
because I that's fine. There's people that are way better than me at scratch. I got my rhythms and my scratch moves down packed. I could double time. I can transform and I can combine all that. I could stab. I could do all that cool stuff. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's cool. It provides a little something if you know how to do it and when to do it, and your timing is right, and your placement is good. It adds to the song and it's super freaking cool. But at the end of the day, here's what's important. The two things that are most important with DJing: your transitions on songs.
Yep.
Okay. When to transition on songs.
Yep.
Okay. And your song selection.
Song selection.
Take scratching, sampling, and layering two songs at once, staggering choruses and all that stuff. Take all that crap out the equation. If you just go very simple and you got a great song selection,
Reading the
and you
room.
could do right, and you
Yes.
you read your room right, and you know how to blend.
I wish
you're
I had
good.
better graphic software right now so we could bullet point this as we were talking through it, and
yeah.
we could bookmark it, and people could come back.
people
The
need to
5
take
things
notes.
you need to do to make you a better DJ.
Now, the second thing that really freaking absolutely annoys me, and I called this out in 1999 when I was sitting in another DJ's room from the ice skating rink that I managed at, and he had his turntables in battle style. And I'm wondering, why do you have your turntables in battle style when you don't even know how to mix and you can't scratch? I said that to him. I said, why are they there? But you know why DJs have it in battle
Was
style?
it Battle Mixer too?
Bro, it was a 2-channel Newmark battle mixer.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it was. With a double nickel fader, because back then we didn't have VCA faders yet all the time, and we were constantly replacing. Anyways, that's another story. So, and it boggled me, and I said, why are they doing this? Who came up with this idea? It is a pain in the ass to reach over my needle to go and back here
then
and
you gotta
flip
come
this.
back and
Right?
next thing you know, you fucked
Why
it
would
up.
you
You
do?
fucked
Who
up
does
the
it?
needle.
Then you
Yeah.
say. I think it's the most retarded thing. Then they started making. I'm so mad at Pioneer because I was going to buy that controller, the Rev 7. And why would they put it in? What's the purpose of battle style if you don't have a freaking needle? Can somebody, where's the common sense at?
Wait,
all
what?
my turntables
Oh.
are all traditional.
Listen.
Wait,
Yes.
on Rev 7, it's
On Rev 7, it's up
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Why?
Yes.
Fuck.
I hated that.
Right.
It's retarded. All my, I have 6 Technique 1200s,
Uh-huh.
and I have them in cases. All of them aren't traditional. You know what? Laugh at me if you want to. Okay? That's
No.
just my pet peeve. If you're not a battle scratcher and you're not competing for the trophy at the DMC, you don't need
It
to
looks
put that
cool,
shit in that.
though. Like as
Fuck
a
all
beginner
that.
DJ, you don't know. He
I
didn't
know, yes,
And
I know
was
why,
guilty
because
of
we
doing that,
follow
too.
it.
I had
Careful,
Newmark
easy,
7.3s.
easy. Settle,
follow
easy.
it. No, but
we
we
don't need
follow
anybody
the
getting
fun.
injured.
And when
okay.
you first start DJing,
I don't want you
think
pulling a
everybody
muscle, bro.
wants to
That charity.
scratch. Like when you first get into it, you see a movie, everybody thinks scratching looks cool. As a beginner DJ,
yeah.
you don't know. I bought Newmark 7.3s. And they were the vinyl platter. Oh,
Yeah, I
thought it
remember
gonna
that
be
was badass.
You can do
Oh,
both,
yeah,
you
I
know
love
what
that. I
mean?
love those.
And it looked cool, and I, learned scratching. But like, this is, it's not
You know,
a real thing.
he'll probably disagree with me on this, but I kind of think today, most of the time when DJs are scratching, they're only really impressing any of the other DJs in the room and a
Absolutely.
very minute,
Yeah.
small,
Absolutely.
tiny, minute.
No, every now and then a guy will
audience.
come right here and he'll, oh my God, you're killing it right now. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, yeah, that's cool, but you don't need to do all that.
don't need to do-
but
especially
why?
house music.
Right.
I'd
I'll
rather-
scratch the shit out of house music.
House music.
I will do a 32 beat scratch. I will count it for bars, bro. I will go 64 counts in scratching it right when
funny.
it's supposed to.
When we were at Wonderfest, Dre and I played back to back, and you were sampling and scratching over the whole thing. It was a blast. It was phenomenal.
Oh, so you remember
Definitely
that?
can.
I did
remember
sample-
distinctly. It was a great time.
Distinctly.
I would do it again anytime. You
Bro,
wanna
thank
do
you.
That.
I
Like,
love
you
that,
wanna
dog.
scratch
You know,
I
people
sample
over
and
a
I scratch,
set,
but
like,
you
it's
got
a
to know
vibe.
when
You
to
gotta know when
sample
to do it.
and you got to know how to sample.
Yep.
But bring it in. Listen to all the other DJs out there. Knock it off. If you're not a DMC DJ and you don't have, you don't need to put that shit and don't show up with your rank 12s and battle style because
do
you're not a battle. Battle me. I'll prove to you you're not a. I'll battle you and I'll destroy you. And I'm not even a battle DJ.
Cole.
I think there's like
They do
You
it
know,
to look cool.
that's where one of the disconnects is, like with the older and younger generation, is because like especially people who first start to DJ and they're hearing, oh, you're not a real DJ, you're just a play presser or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they kind of feel this pressure in a way to like learn that, you know.
Maybe.
But a lot of people don't, and you know, I do agree that you don't need that to be a good DJ, especially nowadays, because you know the two main things, like you said, are reading the room and track selection and your mixing
Right.
skills.
That's it.
And you don't necessarily need anything else. But especially on like social media, one of the biggest things of, you know, if you're promoting yourself on social media, some of the biggest hate that you're gonna get is like, oh, you're not doing anything, you're just pressing play, and you know, blah blah blah. And granted, a lot of those people don't necessarily know. They only see, like you said,
Yeah.
it looks cool. You know, they only see that they're not doing the scratching and stuff like that. So it's like in their minds, like that's what it's about. But they might, it's not.
And you know what's funny? We just talked about the 5 things that could make you a better DJ, and we talked about song selection and reading your room.
Yes.
And there will be guys
Most
up there
important.
destroying their needles on those records all night long, and nobody
Gives a shit.
Nobody
Clear
cares.
dance floor.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, bro? Like, either
I know-
retire
I
and
know
get a real
one guy-
job.
I know
or
one guy. I'm not gonna say his name.
But like either retire and get a real job or understand that you can't go up and scratch for 3 hours of a 5-hour set and nobody and the floor is empty, bro. Come on now.
Right, and eventually I get tired of it. Eventually,
You do a little
I
bit, yes.
stop. I will do it in the opening, and I will do it here and there, and do some cool stuff. But eventually, I'm going to get really vanilla, and I'm going to maintain my dance floor, and I might do a couple cool samples here and there, but that's it. I'm getting, listen, if you're spinning for 4 or 5 hours, you get tired.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure they're happy. I'm happy. I want to go home. That's it.
I'd rather know how to use an
Thank you.
RMX than know how to scratch.
Thank
Yeah,
you, man.
right,
I'd
like-
rather
I love
know
those.
how to use the
Yes.
RMX and know that
Right.
inside and out than be like, I can scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what
Or
is that
just
going to do now?
be able to. I'd rather just learning how to play on vinyls. I think that's more like actually learning how to truly beat match and not be able to see where you are in a song
Yeah.
and
That
just
was
having
an
to know
artwork
and knowing
back in
your
the day.
music inside and out.
Oh.
That scratching is trivial to like genuinely
Becomes
being able to
secondary.
do
Just
that.
play-
But you wanna
just
know what
play
it was?
A whole mix in vinyl. Just
I got into an
set up
argument.
2 things and just play a whole mix that way.
I got into an argument with a guy, and I'm going to wrap my thing up right after this. I got into an argument with a veteran DJ and the other day, and I said, dude, electronics has taken away the skill from a lot of people to be able to beat mix by ear and to perfect
I don't
your
completely
mixes.
agree with that.
And I'm going to a lot of people will say this, and I'm going to tell you why. And here's why. When you were just dealing with 2 decks and you didn't see your waveform, you had to learn your song. And if you
Yeah.
had CDJs or any mixing CD players, before CDJs, we had dual CD. The first controllers were dual CD players hooked up to your mixer, channel 1 and channel 2. That was the first one. And when you would go to search through your track, it would be a stutter. And you would listen for the snare, or you listen to the kick drum.
Yep.
And you would hit the cue on the kick drum, and that's where you would match your kick drum to mix.
Damn.
Now, let's take it one step farther. You would go over your mix over and over and over again to perfect right where you
Where it
wanted
needs
it
to come at.
because you did not see your waveform. It was slowly done only by hearing. When you were doing it on turntables, okay, sometimes if you needed to get to a certain cue point and you saw where you were, you would count how many turns you were on the record. And you would spin it quickly, and sometimes you would do it too fast, and you'd fuck up, and you'd push the needle too far back, so you would have to play,
And,
and
like,
find
start
it,
back from the beginning.
and start manually cueing right where you needed to be. So we would take little crayons and we would mark right where we would need to be really quick to drop it in on that one.
And a lot of
particular-
songs weren't even digitalized. They were they were unquantized. So the
Yes.
songs they were made with live instruments. So the tempo may start at 120.
Right, and it will
be a
fluctuate.
119 or something.
Whenever
you
you're
know?
dealing with a song with a live band, especially the classic
Yep.
disco, the new wave rock, if they weren't using a drum machine, this is why I love Phil Collins, because 99% of his crap were on drum machine. All his stuff, from Sudia, all that stuff, were all drum machines. But if you were dealing with a live drummer, you were dealing with live drummer problems because they're humans and they get tired.
Yep.
You can only do that 140, disco
Yeah.
beat all night long. Can I just slow it down real quick? Let me, you know what
But
I'm saying?
so
You had to babysit that vinyl.
You did.
But tacking on to what you said though, okay, and this is the example I always use, and I always use this example all the
Okay,
time
let's
because
hear
it's a
it. Bring
great
it in.
freaking example.
Bring it in.
If you were sitting in the hospital on your gurney and your surgeon came in about ready to do surgery on your heart, and he looked over to you and said, "How are you doing today, sir?" And you were like, "I'm doing great." Well, Cole, you know what? I've got all these computer operated equipment that's going to go in and do this, but today I'm just going to use my hands because I want to just do it for the love
on.
of
Are
it.
we
We're
talking
not- wait,
about?
we're
Are
talking
we
about-
talking about art,
Bro,
or are we talking about
we are
surgery?
talking
right
about
now?
surgery.
Are we talking about art? or are we
But it
talking
doesn't
about
matter.
surgery
It
right
doesn't
now?
matter.
What
It
is-
doesn't
is this-
matter.
No,
But
you're right.
surgery is an art, though.
But hold on, bro. If you fuck up a mix, you can pick back up. If you cut
Yeah, I know,
somebody's
but-
artery the wrong way,
but
he's dead.
the
We're
point-
not talking
not-
about the
But
same
the
shit, bro.
point is though, the point is you're also a good DJ. The technology though will help you spin a better
Absolutely.
show for your
Yes.
audience. By the way, hold on, for your audience is paying to see you in a lot of cases, or whether it's drinks or tickets. So I just oftentimes gone out. Why would you risk it if I can have the ability of those waveforms there? They help me catch myself when I'm a little off beat or when I know I might be dropping it in the wrong part of the track or anything. I'm glad they're there. I don't use sync.
They
by the way.
make- thank you.
I don't.
They
I,
make
I,
my
I,
job a
I
lot
use sync.
easier.
I
All
use
this
sync when I'm on
is
more
great.
than 2
I hate
decks.
using
I mean,
I have to use it like
But-
on 4 decks. I gotta.
Yeah, because
I can't
sometimes
hear. It's
you-
hard.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. This makes your job, especially if you've been DJing your whole life and you're a nerd like me. This makes your job great, and you could do a lot of things a lot faster.
Absolutely.
Than what you could with, and I still spin on vinyl, but this is steady, bro. Now let me tell you something. You don't know how
so
many
intense
times
right now.
I like how his voice changed.
I know.
You don't know how many times that I'm gonna have a stroke.
Yeah, I know. There's a vein
in my
actually bulging in
days.
your forehead right now. I can see it.
Back in my days, I used to be.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Here's the thing.
Hey, Nori, don't forget to get his walker when he needs to get up and get out of here. Okay?
I'll be that. I do got great, bro. What was I talking about, y'all, man? No, here it is.
Computers,
Here it is.
computers,
yes,
not computers.
So I've been played before with other people, and they can't mix in without seeing their waveform. Or sometimes they're not even using headphones.
Yeah.
And then they bring in a song, and everything might be matched up, but you got the snare with the kick drum.
Yeah.
And it comes on. I was like, yeah, it's matched, it's synced, but it ain't timed right, bro.
Correct.
You
Yep.
lost.
That takes an ear. That
Right.
doesn't take the computer.
And I'm
You
saying
have to
so,
be
and
able
I
to
could
use
close
it.
my eyes, bro, and I can manipulate that. I'll ride that pitch control all day, bro. And that's what I'm just trying to say. There's a certain, old school art form that if people just blind this out and just use your ear, at the end of the day, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
It
I got
does-
one.
This does make it a lot easier.
I got one for a challenge for you. Next time you have a party with your friends come over and you're mixing, go just get yourself some Post-it notes and have a little fun at the party and cover up the waveforms and then ask all your friends to mix.
phone, if you have one of the pros
Uh-oh.
on your phone,
Wait, let me see
Am
who's
I in
calling.
trouble?
perfect
It's probably ketone.
size to cover the
Oh.
waveforms on the XTJs.
There you go.
So just throw your phone.
Let's see who
Call
this is.
from Sunshine City Mobile Massage.
Oh yeah, let's put them on the air. 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 Yeah, put them on the air.
Yes.
Put 'em-
Yes.
2-for-1 special.
Yeah, we're gonna put them on the air. Did you not? Hey, did you hang up on him? Why'd you hang up on him?
That was an accident.
Don't hang up on.
I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong button.
Bro, you should. We could have had fun. Yes.
There.
Answer the
All right. Then we're going to do this one more time.
Is that Sunshine?
I don't know.
Call from Sunshine City Mobile Massage.
Yeah.
To
Put them on
accept,
there.
press 1.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, it's
we
Keto.
like massage.
I got thrown
no
by
happy
the Sunshine
ending.
City
Do you
City
guys-
Mobile
do you do the
massage.
Yeah. Do you do the tuck and the tuck?
Are you feeling better?
nip and tuck?
Yeah, I know.
2 for 1. I want 2 for 1 with my friends.
Could you let the gentleman speak, guys? Come on.
Happy ending.
So you feeling better?
No happy endings over here.
It feels so fucking
Not for you guys. No, I'm feeling much better, guys. Thanks.
That's
hey,
good.
what a great interview, guys. Nori, how you doing?
Nori's the
man? Thanks for
best.
coming through.
Good to hear you. Good to hear you doing better. Doing well.
Back at you, bro. And thank you for coming. And the interview was solid. And about the sync button, guys, I use
The number you have called. Don't listen to it. Shut it off right now. Cut him off. Oh wait, he doesn't use sync.
Wait, what?
I use no, I don't use sync.
okay.
3 decks, no sync.
You cut me off. No. Okay.
I told you I'd mute him.
No. Okay. Good. I thought he was going to say he was going to use sync. We're about to drop the call. He wasn't going to listen to me anyways. No. You know what? I've been spinning with Ketone for a while, man, and he does some really good stuff. I have never once seen him use a sync
You would never know he was a truck driver before.
Yeah. Did you know that? You know where I found him?
Wait.
Did
CDL
I ever tell you how we met?
is
Yeah, like CDL.
certified. Yeah,
Yeah.
CDL.
Yeah.
You actually drove I love
You should
that.
see he can really
There's
back
some
that
rigs.
thing
So
up.
we can make up a mobile
Drive
DJ
big
rig.
truck.
I'm
He
all
likes to
about
back
that.
it up. Ketone can back it up nice and slow, man. You should see how he
Oh, man.
backs it.
Yeah, he knows how to
trailer
work a
up.
trailer.
Anyways,
Like a dump truck.
we got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
All right, guys. Well, great interview. I didn't know that Patrick Mahomes was well endowed, but whatever.
Yo, listen.
Jalen Hurts, okay?
Listen,
I was
this can't
actually
be
wrong. I
public.
looked it up
I told him I
afterwards.
wouldn't tell anyone.
Pat Mahomes is taller.
You know what we
actually.
should do, Ketone? We should all get together as soon as you start feeling better, and we should go over there and check out Sarasota and hear Nori play, man. We should make like a family
let's do
day of
that.
it, man. Mike is down.
Yep,
We'll
I'm
drag Robbie out of his hole over
It's a
there.
nice
Excuse
little
me.
Sunday, like
Bring cornbread with you. bro.
Hey,
No.
I would love supporting my peeps, man. As long as I'm not booked and making some money for the house,
yeah,
I'm all about it.
bet.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
what about a barbecue?
We've been working
We're
on
still
that.
planning.
Some
Yeah.
dirty bird barbecue.
I'm gonna let-
vibes.
I'm gonna let Mike plan an outing where we could do. I'll season the meat really good because I know a lot of people don't know how to do that.
I'll make mac and cheese.
There you go. Yes, I'll
Ooh.
season the meat. We'll do some jerk chicken.
Do some
We'll do
slaw.
some barbecue.
Okay.
And we've been planning this barbecue for a year.
I
Well,
know.
it's coming
Yeah,
up.
Get some smokers.
It's all
So
lies.
listen, it's on Mike. You have got to
So
plan
me.
it. You
So
got to
I'll
plan
find
a
a spot.
date.
I'll find
I
a
got
spot.
the
I'll find a
grills,
date.
the
Yep.
charcoal. You bring the mac and
got you.
cheese, please.
It'll
So
be
we
a
got
Sunday,
about
we'll
1
do a
minute left.
Sunday.
You know what? I just want to point out something that Nori said. Dirty Bird has been posting. Dirty Bird Campouts might be coming back, and then they did a camp in teaser post
So
last week.
Yeah, when he sold, he maintained all those rights. Sorry, Tony.
They did a campaign teaser?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, don't fucking play with my heart.
No, they did. They did.
Can we go?
Well,
first season
I'm
4,
automatic.
end of July into August. Season 4 first.
Season 4 first.
I want to go. I want to camp in.
The minute those tickets go on sale, I'm grabbing one.
All right,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Pat,
grab one
I
too.
recommend
So,
everybody grab
Gio
Nori, you going?
Leone,
Are you going?
I'm down.
All right.
I want him to do some. I
So-
want him to bring the barbecues back, the one day events. I think that would be
just to
blast.
clarify, just in case anyone doesn't know, Camp Out is literally camping outside in California. Camp In is an event at a hotel.
Yeah, no thanks on the
And
camp out. But
myself,
camp in, I'm in.
yes,
do
myself
the
and
camp
Gio
in.
Leone had a big suite at the last one, and we really rocked out.
Where was it at?
It was in Orlando. The hotel doesn't exist anymore. They demoed it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be someplace new. So, guys, it is the end of the show.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What a great evening. Thank you, Mr. Nori, for making it over here and sitting in the entire time.
Yeah, we
And
love.
Thank you for watching. If you watched or you tuned in or listened for half a second, thank you. We do this every Monday.
people
for viewers like you.
and subscribe, baby.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share,
Hey.
call in.
Pull up to a live event.
Pull up to a live
Pull up
event.
to a
Go
live
see
event.
Nori tomorrow, Tuesday at Alter Ego.
Yes,
in downtown
Alter Ego.
Tampa.
He's gonna be there downtown
Water Street.
Tampa.
Yep, Thursday's
Friday.
Intimate Sessions at Saigon Blonde.
Friday, we're at Pier Tiki with
Yes,
Santi.
sir.
Pier Tiki, I'm gonna come check you out, man.
All righty. So,
All right, guys. Much. I love you guys. See you later.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, man.
Peace.
all righty, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'll.
Wrapping it up for this week's
Hold on.
show.
Yeah, thank you, sir. No, okay, here we go. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a
Wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology live show.
Humble House